Hello, I'm the creepy disembodied hands of Christian Majewski, the game developer of the game Trauma, and today I'm going to do something quite unusual. I'm going to do an unboxing video of my very own game, which just recently came out in Germany in this wonderful special edition. Yes. And another thing I want to do as well is talk a little bit about the ideas I had when designing this game, and especially this packaging. So one of the main things about Trauma is that it is quite an unusual game. It is a game with quite mature topics, with a quite unusual setting, and it is aimed at a quite mature audience. So what I really wanted to achieve with this kind of packaging is to really make this stand out, make it unusual, kind of go for this, I don't know, for like Portal 2, like when the turret says, you know, I'm different. So this is supposed to be a little bit different from what you usually expect from game packaging, and that's why I went for this like very graphic, very abstract cover, which don't really tells you much about what's going on inside. And also on the back there is like not the usual, like, you know, lots of screenshots about from the game and stuff like that, but you just have like a very simple description of what the game content and what you get in the packaging actually. And so what I really wanted to achieve is kind of this like look and feel of maybe like an independent movie DVD, or of a novel perhaps, something like, you know, something that comes from an individual person, from an author, and not from a large company with lots of people employed and in a marketing budget and stuff like that. So and one of the really cool things about the publisher I was working with, is that they really do this really nice glossy packaging with really vibrant colors. It's really a nice thing. It's really something that would be inclined to put in your shelf because it just looks so wonderful. And one of the most important features of this packaging is that you can actually open it up, and you get like this this cover that opens up, and there's more information inside. So that's where I actually put all the screenshots. I really wanted to have this like mystery packaging, and then you open it up and it's like, wow, and there's like this wonderful color illustrations from the game. Really large too, not just like tiny thumbnails, but like really something big, so we can see all the details and all the colors. And also again, as I said, you know, I wanted to maybe like approximate something that would be like a novel or something. There is some bio information about me and all the other people that worked on the game as well, so you kind of know where this is coming from. On the cover you also have some information about what kind of awards it won. I really wanted to make it a little bit mysterious, but kind of make it sure that this is something that has already received a lot of attention. And there is one really funny thing, that it received like a 6+ rating in Germany and a 7+ rating in Europe, which is kind of weird because this game is actually not really targeted at children at all. But it seems like the rating boards are really scanning the content of the game for like violent content and sexual content, and that game doesn't really have that kind of content in it, but it's still not really targeted at those kind of audiences. So I guess next time I will make sure to put some foul language into the game just to get a more appropriate rating. Yes, but I'm really satisfied with the way the cover turned out. It's really wonderful and looks pretty amazing. So with that, let's go inside and take a look at the content of the game. Right, so one of the really cool thing about the publisher I worked with, which is, there we go, Head Up Games, is that they really focus on creating this wonderful packaging experience, wonderful content for the games. You know, back when the games, back in the 90s perhaps, when computer games were really this wonderful experience where you get like booklets and stuff like that, and that's something I'm really missing from modern games. I feel like a lot of publishers are like underestimating like the experience of the physical object as something as part of the game, right? So nowadays you don't even get like manuals, and that's really disappointing. I feel like a lot of the problems we have like with piracy is also because publishers start to focus very much just on what's on the disc and not what you get when you actually buy the product. Kind of like buying the product is not superior to downloading it from somewhere, and that's just wrong. I feel if you have something that is physical, that's being produced, I kind of feel one should really pay attention to make this something unique, something valuable. People feel rewarded. So I wasn't really happy with the fact that there was like icons and kind of like, you know, advertisement kind of stuff on cover. So that's why the DVD is like very plain, very simple, and you can you know, it's really something that you can like put in your shelf, right? And then you open it up and there are lots of goodies inside. First of all, maybe there is a CD that is also kind of has a very unique design, and you also get a Steam key with all the contents, almost all of the contents of the CD. So you actually get 2 copies of the game, and you can even gift one of the copies to your friend if you want to. And here are the wonderful goodies that you get with the game. First of all, there is a set of Polaroids. These aren't really real Polaroids, but they're pretty close enough. There's a, you can't really see that, but I really went all the way and created like a wonderful texture on the white thing, so it kind of looks like the border of a real Polaroid picture. And these are actually scenes from the game, 3 different scenes from the game. And the cool thing about it is that they all have a number on there, so you can actually type this number in Google Maps and it will show you where those photos were taken from. There's also like an autogram from me. Then all 3 autograms are a little bit different, so they're unique, because I really wanted to make this like this personal experience. You know, this is something I created myself, and I really want to kind of reach out to people who purchase this kind of thing, to really, you know, drive the idea home that this is my my own personal creation. I really wanted to have like autograms from other people who worked on the game, from the voice actors and from the musician, but unfortunately they weren't really available, and the deadline was looming very close, so they just didn't work out. It seems perhaps a little bit self-indulgent, I'm afraid, but again, you know, there's I really wanted to drive the idea home that it is something very personal. Also, yeah, there's some very funny thing. I actually used like Instagram filters to make it look like a real Polaroid picture. That's one example of Instagram being used for the thing that it was intended to. Right, this is perhaps the most interesting part of the entire package, is the making of booklet. And there's like, it comes with like a unique design with sketches from my game design documents, and it's actually like I don't know, it's about 20 pages or so. And it is like a very detailed description. You know, there are like excerpts from sketches I made for different animations. There's like description of how the idea was created, how like the individual stages. This is like a early pre-production graphic design, like early experiments with different locations, and you know, what kind of crazy devices I created to make the photographs happen. Like 3D renderings of different locations, how they work. Also like descriptions of the final locations, again with the Google Maps coordinates where you can find the locations. And generally, like, I like, you know, descriptions of what happened during the game design process. At the end, I also describe some of the technical challenges I had when creating the animations, when post-productions. It's really nice and detailed. I really put a lot of effort into it to create a kind of like the kind of making of I would wish more games would create, because otherwise I feel like you mostly get like some kind of marketing material, and you don't really get a real like good behind the scenes look. So that's the making of booklet. Unfortunately, it's all in German. However, if you go here, if you look at the game, it actually comes in English and German. The actual game comes in English and German. And also you get like English, German, and Polish subtitles. So you can play it in other languages as well, at least. So this is it. Oh yeah, and there's there are 2 other things that are actually not visible because they're digital. There is a digital photo gallery on the CD, which is like, I think 1 gigabyte or so, or even more, of like raw footage from the game, and some footage that didn't make it to the game. You get like high resolution, like full resolution photographs of every location, and some like pre-production shots, and then, you know, also all sorts of interesting background material. So it's really worth checking out if you're interested. And also there's an MP3 soundtrack. I I've heard that there was some kind of printing error and some of the MP3 soundtrack didn't make it on the actual CD, but the Steam code that is enclosed in the game, this will actually have the soundtrack in it. So if you just type it in, you will get it anyway. And also you can always contact the publisher, Head Up Games, if you have any troubles with your copy. I'm sure they will help you out. So that is my game. I'm really amazed by the look and feel of this thing. It's really kind of like the dream come true to design a game and then finally have it on your shelf. I'm really happy the way it turned out, and I hope you will enjoy the game as much as I enjoyed working on it. You can get it in Germany and German Amazon, for example, if you want to, or I think at most video game stores. And if you live outside of Germany, I'm pretty sure you can import it to whatever country you live in. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.